Kyle Newman, go ahead and get us started.
Hey, buddy. First off, how about the defense in that game? I mean, starting with Trev's snare in the first and then continuing all the way through Daza's grab there in the extra.
Hampson. I thought, both sides, Kyle, when you really look at it, Trev's play against Jhoulys in the first, and then Jhoulys play against Trev, right? The running catch on Trev's sack fly. What a play that was. Garcia, his running catch knee high against Rogers. Hampson, there in the 10th, diving catch, right? I mean, those are tough ones. Those are the toughest for outfielders when you have to dive straight forward. It's easier going side to side, but straight ahead, what a tough play. Long up the middle against Chuck. What a play. Cron, diving play, flip to Sensatella. We turned some double plays. Even Adamas, his play against Tapia. I mean, really well played defense on both sides. But you're on it.
Yeah, and then a couple more from me. What'd you like about CJ's approach there in that walk-off at bat?
Well, Williams is tough. You look at the Brewers pitching staff and you look at their innings pitched and their strikeouts. It's really impressive, the stuff that they have, coming out of the bullpen and even the stuff coming from their starting pitching. Burns, 60-plus innings, 100 strikeouts. Hader, strikeouts. Williams, strikeouts. Boxberger, strikeouts. He flipped a couple changeups there against Cron. He swung through them. This guy was, rookie pitcher of the year, or rookie of the year last year. Based on his performance, and he's got a good arm and great deception with the change. And Cron just hung in there. He was just trying to put the bat on the ball, to advance Mac to get him to third. But, he went out there and barreled it. That ball came off hot. I mean, he's strong. He's a big, strong guy. But, he was able to see a few pitches. He laid off the last pitch before the hit. That was a good changeup down. And the game winner was, down away from him. He didn't try to do too much with it. And that's a veteran guy, staying poised and getting it done. It was awesome.
I take it you like the grit there, even though Daniel Barr blew the save to buckle down.
Yeah, today was 4 out of 5 for him. We knew that going in. Daniel and I had a long conversation just prior to game time about his availability. And he felt good, about his arm, the early afternoon catch. He felt fine. His pitch counts have been down the last number of outings. So, I told him, let me think about it as the game unfolded. You never know how the game is going to play out, but it looked as though he was going to, potentially be in there. I called down the bullpen in the 7th inning. Again, we felt good about it, coaching staff and Daniel. So, but man, to your word, it's a great word, Kyle, grit. He showed it, right? First 2 guys, double on 2 or 3 pitches, and then his back's against the wall. Got the ground ball with the infield in against Wong, who's a really good hitter. Got the strikeout, bases loaded. So impressive for Daniel to hang in there. That was, it's just what we needed.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, go ahead, Thomas.
Yeah, buddy, I was asking you about some of the younger relievers today. To see Gilbreth go in a tough situation he was handled and get out of it, although he came back the next inning and didn't handle it as well. But what did that do for his growth? What do you what do you expect out of it going forward?
Well, we came in with 2 outs with a man on first. It's Mason Long, who's a good hitter. He's a veteran guy that's been around. He's going to hang in there against lefties, and the first pitch breaking ball, swing through, then a breaking ball for the foul ball, and then the fastball away. Tried to overthrow it, and then eventually got the fly ball on another good slider out to Tap. And off the bat, I thought it was going to drop, but, Tap got a good jump and came in and caught it. So that's, those are confidence builders for young pitchers. There's 2 outs. Your job is to get that guy, to get that first guy, and he did. And there's some good breaking balls left on left. And then here comes Pena as the pinch hitter for Vogelbach. Jammed him, full roller to Trev. And then I'm sure Lucas will tell you it's a bad walk to Yelich. But that's youth, that's inexperience. He's got to go after him, and he walked. But today, I think he could build off the long at bat, the Pena at bat, and then know that he's got to get Yelich or make Yelich earn it. So, but anyway, he's young. He's better off for it, what he went through today. And then Carlos came in and got the ground ball double play against Garcia, which was big. 1 pitch slider, a little bit away from him. We turned a good double play.
Given, granted, Bart did feel good, but was there any thought, after 1 pitch, maybe go back to Carlos? Or did you feel like if Bart feels good, you just let him roll?
Well, then Carlos would have had to hit in the bottom.
Oh, yeah, that's right. My fault. All right. Hey, also with Cron, it was a tough road trip for a lot of guys, but you saw him constantly working to get that swing back. What have you seen the difference this homestand versus the road?
Well, not a lot. I think that maybe more relaxed. A lot of guys did some early work the first couple of days when we got back. Just relax. I think, our guys, granted, you guys aren't down here. You're starting to get down here a little bit on the field and intermixing with the players. But, our guys are trying hard. Road doesn't matter. There's a little bit of a press factor in there, trying too hard. And I think Cronin just took a step back and I think realized that he's a good hitter. He's done this before, and he worked on some things with hitting coaches, and it's showing up.
Anything else, Thomas?
Thanks, buddy.
You got it, Thomas.
Go to Larry. Go ahead, Larry.
Yes, buddy. Chacin has not pitched a lot this month, but he really came in today and showed a lot of moxie.
Agree. Totally agree. I felt in that situation, and said, we had him up a few days ago in that same situation. I like the veteran presence with Chacin. I think he's going to throw strikes. He's going to make the other team beat him. He's going to work his way through an inning. That was impressive. Right off the bat, we had a decision to make whether to walk Yelich, to put another guy on base to get to Garcia with no outs, men on first and second. And that's sort of the things that I think every manager and coaching staff have to think about, how to work your way through the new rule for man on second with no outs. So, but anyway, we felt good about it. I felt as though the veteran could make some pitches, and Hampy picked him up. Really good strikeout against Garcia with a good breaking ball down the way. And then another decision whether to pitch to Navarez, who's a good hitter. But I trusted Chacin to move the ball around the strike zone and then striking him out on another good breaking ball. But totally agree. I think that was the key to the. Obviously, there's many keys to the game, but when when you get inside 2 minutes and you've got the 2-minute drill, and it's nice to have veteran players, and he did a nice job.
Has he had an impact on a lot of the younger pitchers since he's been around a lot longer?
I think so, Larry. He's got a nice way about him. He's been a Rocky. He knows this ballpark. He knows Denver. He's a tough guy. He's a competitor. He's a pro, and I think that naturally wears off, rubs off on other guys. Rubs off on other guys.
Okay, thank you, buddy.
You're welcome.
We'll go to Tracy, then finish with Danielle. Go ahead, Tracy. Oh, never mind. Go ahead, Danielle.
Buddy, you've talked a lot about Daza's confidence and the progress he's made recently. How big do you think it was for him to be able to come off the bench like that, cold, and hit that double there?
Yeah, well, again, all these guys are learning different roles, different games, what's asked of them. That was impressive. We saw it the other day from Hampy. Hampy's done a little bit more because he has more at-bats in the big leagues. Hampy got that big triple, a few days ago. Daza today, turned around Corbin Burns' fastball, 97 miles an hour, and ripped it in the corner. And that's some pride. He's playing with a lot of confidence. And then, again, we've talked about his approach, his swing, more of a compact swing, getting the barrel to the ball, not trying to do too much. We talked yesterday about the pitcher supplying the power. And here's a guy that, again, 60 innings pitched, over 100 strikeouts with powerful stuff. And Daza didn't try to do too much. He just took a nice, compact, short swing to the ball and delivered. You can say that was, one of the keys to our victory was that double to get us closer, got us to 4-3. Big at bat for Daza and the team.
What did you think of Sensatela today?
I'm sorry.
What do you think of Antonio Senza tonight?
Efficient. I thought Antonio threw the ball well, got the ball on the ground. They strung some hits together when they got the 3 runs. We made uncharacteristic error to get their 4th run, but then he held them at bay after that. But I thought he threw the ball fine. I thought he had good fastball location. Threw a couple changeups, a couple sliders, mixed in a curveball. It was a solid effort. 6 innings. He could have kept going, but we were losing. We had to hit for him. That was the Daza at bat, but he threw fine. Okay, guys, thanks.
We got one more, buddy. Go ahead, Tracy.
Sorry, Trace.
No problem. I had trouble figuring out the things to click.
New technology, Trace.
Yeah, well, it doesn't work with old people. Well, Chacin, quickly, just on him, how big do you think that appearance was for him? I mean, it's been a bit of a struggle for the season.
Yeah, well, there's been a couple, like I said earlier, there's been a couple times when he was going to pitch in those types of games, and we ended up winning or ended up maybe not going our way. But I think he's trustworthy, and I think that our conversations, mine with Jhoulys and the pitching coaches, he knows his role. And there's a lot of baseball left, and we don't know how this is all going to play out as far as our pitching staff. But I mean, he's a pro. But that is, no matter who you are, a 10-year veteran or a rookie with 2 months, you saw the emotion, and I love that. And the guys were fired up for him. I mean, post game, guys were super excited for him. I mean, the emotion in the dugout when he punched out Garcia and the emotion when he punched out Navarez was, just so cool in the dugout. And when he came in and his reception with the guys, those are the type of things that, I wish that, the fans could really, feel that dugout, it's awesome. So I'm really happy for him.
Thank you, sir.